to episode 2, season 2 of Hillbilly Therapy. We are back once again. We love you. We do have sad news though, Dad.
Yeah.
William Shakespeare has not liked our Facebook.
Oh,
yet.
man. Who could have seen that coming but everyone?
Oh, I was still holding up hope.
Well,
I had hope.
Yeah,
but seriously, if y'all are still listening, find a William. Just send a random guy that has the name. Be like, dude, seriously, please go like this podcast just for the greatest thing.
I'd actually be interested to see how many people are actually named that. I can't imagine Shakespeare is that common of a name post 1800. I can't think like that it would be. And then to name him William or Will or whatever the hell, I don't know.
At this point, I'd even settle for like a Bill. Bill Shakespeare.
Bill Shakespeare. But he has to be from like Tennessee or something.
Hell yeah.
Bill Shakespeare.
Alabama. We'll get to Alabama later.
Dang right we will. Dang Alabama. Good.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
I'm kidding. Please do not turn this off
Yes.
if you live in Alabama.
If you live in Alabama, first of all, you shouldn't do that with your cousin. And yeah, I'll say it. I don't care. And
That's farther south.
really, you think Alabama's not south enough? It's Alabama.
That's true.
I mean, Florida gets crazy on its own, but Alabama's pretty damn south.
Alabama, you'll have sex with your cousin. Florida, you'll murder your grandma for like a cookie.
Florida, you'll get a DUI on a rascal scooter in a public park. Like, that's the kind of Florida thing.
On a Monday afternoon.
Alabama, you'll just enact like an old law, and like you're respectful to your elders, but you're a little racist. Like that's Alabama in a nutshell. And you can't read, but you know that's just their education system problems.
That's messed up. I've been to Alabama. It's wonderful.
I'm sure it looks great. So does North Korea. I mean, it looks great. I'm not saying it looks great.
The scenery in the fall is well kept.
Yeah, sure.
All right. But first, we started this in the last episode, but we are not actual therapists.
No.
We do have to put that warning out. We are not licensed therapists.
No matter what his fake degree says, he is not a therapist. Ignore the fact that it's written on the back of a Tide box, but it is not real.
It just says, I am therapy.
Yeah, I know it's wrong because therapy spelled wrong. That's all I'm saying.
Shit.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So we're going to get to our questions. But first, if you want to hear your questions, go on our Facebook. Leave us a message. Tell us how lovely we are, how cute you think I look in our picture. I don't care what. Tell me I look fat and I'm lazy. I don't care.
The choice is yours.
The choice is yours. And please don't do the second one. It does hurt my feelings. But
that's the beauty of America. You have the right to choose.
Right.
There's the more
just those two.
The more you
Either
know
you're
star.
You're beautiful or you're ugly. It's one of the two.
The more you know star just came up behind me, by the way. Yeah.
But go on there, leave us a message, tell us how wonderful we are, but most importantly, leave us a question. We want to know, what do our listeners want? It doesn't matter if you live in Utah, Switzerland, even better. If you're listening in Switzerland right now, I want to know, what are the problems you need help with in Switzerland?
What's the problem in Switzerland? Are you too neutral and happy? Like, what's going on there? Like, oh man, it's so terrible. Like, things are well funded and we live longer. Like, that's your problems? Like, that's bragging. That is Switzerland.
I feel like and seriously, the weird thing with Switzerland, we do have a weird, like, a lot of viewership in Switzerland. So the people that are sharing this in Switzerland, we love you.
Yes, we don't want to piss off the Switzerland listening audience.
No, we don't. We've already got Alabama coming after us.
Oh yeah, I don't care.
We don't need the Swiss.
Yeah,
That's all like Swiss cheese and eggs.
Alabama, all you do is just throw up an Obama poster. They'll run after that. They'll leave you alone. Throw them like shields, like it's freaking Spy Hunter. Just throw a thing that's like, here you go. Pick a picture of Obama and throw it. They'll run. Oh yeah, I'm gonna piss off Alabama. I don't care. Alabama can bite me. I don't give a crap. I'm from Ohio. When you out redneck Ohio, you've gone too far. Okay, Alabama? That's all I'm going to say.
Just say, elephant tusk. Send it to his house with like a bloody message on it.
Yeah, do what you do,
They'll
man.
put it up in his office.
Roll Tide. I don't give a crap.
Fucking Roll Tide. He said, Roll Tide.
I know what it means. I know the elephant thing. I get it. Send it to me. I don't give a crap.
Is that really what that came from?
No, the elephant thing, their logo, the roll
Well,
tide,
yeah,
but the logo is an elephant. So I was like,
Yeah.
I made the connection, you know.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what the hell it's supposed to mean. It's
Okay.
Crimson Tide, I think it is.
All right, so if
Roll
we're from
Tide,
Alabama, send us what the hell Roll Tide
Yeah,
means.
send me anything I can sell.
Ooh.
I mean, I'll sell it and then like use it to annoy the crap out of you, Alabama. Yes, I'm fighting an entire state. I don't care.
So you're talking about the entire state of Alabama.
Yes.
What do you think we should do about that entire state of Alabama, Dan?
We should burn it down.
Yeah.
That's right. Why not?
We got all the way to the end before we got to this time. I'm making sure before we got to questions this week.
Georgia got its share of the fire. It's Alabama's turn.
Right.
Watch out, South Carolina. You got to work your way up.
The only people you don't piss off is West Virginians.
Well, clearly, they're too close to Ohio.
Exactly, that's my point. It's like we can't piss off West Virginia. I learned that in my second year doing stand-up.
Well, there you go. You don't mess with West Virginia. That's on a bumper sticker somewhere.
All right, now we got to get to the serious part.
All right.
Of why we are here is for a little bit of hillbilly therapy.
The best kind.
Question 1. What do you feel about people who give spoilers?
Spoilers are people that give spoilers. They're
assholes.
They're assholes, but in ways they're just as far as terrible people. They're just above hecklers. I think hecklers are the worst people ever, but people that give spoilers, they're just a little. But to be fair, hecklers have no time window. Hecklers are assholes 24 hours a day. People who give spoilers, you got a 2-week window. I don't care what the show is. I don't care what it is. And you know what? Honestly, with TV shows, we're talking about Game of Thrones is finishing up, and my wife loves that show, so she's going to be really sad.
I'm one of those people. I know it's going to shock people, but I am actually one of those people. I have never seen an episode.
I haven't either. All I know is it's dragons and boobs. That's about all I know.
Wait, there's boobs?
Oh, yeah.
Why has no one told me that?
First of all, how do you not know? It's HBO. They legally have to show boobs. That's the law. If they did a show about toddlers and fucking tiaras, they'd find a way to get a tit shot in there. I guarantee it.
That's true.
What I'm saying is, with TV, with DVR, Hulu, and all this crap,
kind of disappointed right now. I'm sorry.
You have
disappointed that
when a movie.
Going on. How many seasons is this?
9, I think.
Now we're gonna go
But-
with those people like, how dare you? This
But
season.
with movies, I think you have 2 weeks. You have 2 weeks to figure, because not everyone goes to the movies all the damn time. TV, I'd give you a week. I'd give you a week. TV is a week, because you're literally with TV, movies, you can't watch Avengers Endgame at your house until the DVD comes out. You just can't, all right?
Right.
So you got a little time there. But TV, my wife watches Hulu. She has the HBO thing on Hulu. That's how she watches the show. If you watch it, I know it's HBO, but there's HBO Go, there are other things. You have a week. After a week, after the next episode of Game of Thrones, which I believe is tomorrow night, you have a week.
The finale.
Yeah, the finale. You have a week. If someone says something at day 8, that's your fault. That's your fault because you dragged your ass just to get around to watching a TV show. Make the commitment or shut the hell up. You got a week.
Or maybe, actually, I think Game of Thrones is over with. I think actually...
it might be. I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, you didn't know there were boobs in it, for crying out loud, let alone what's going on. I at least knew there were boobs. I at least knew there was nudity, okay? I don't watch it. I don't give a crap about it, but I know there's at least nudity. It's HBO. They're legally required to do it.
Well, I guess once it hits Netflix, I'll watch it.
One day.
In one day.
Mm.
Yes, I am the master of Netflix and chill.
Oh, jeez. But he's by himself. That's the sad part.
It is. It
is.
Put it this way: when the Domino's pizza guy, if you are on a first name basis with the Domino's pizza guy, it's sad. I really didn't know where I was going with that. I trailed off there for a minute.
There's 2 ways it could go there. Because either it's like, it's a sad thing, or it's the premise for a porn. It's one of the two, and I hope it's the first one.
Depends. I did start smiling when
there was way too much silence on the beginning of that. I'm like, oh crap! It gets the second one.
I haven't called him in a week.
Did someone order the sausage?
That's the only reason that I don't.
That's the only reason I don't.
I'm always worried when he comes. He's like, I got a sausage pizza. Like, crap!
You don't order the sausage on the off chance that he might be one of those porn premises come to life.
I just don't want to hear him have to be like, I brought a sausage pizza, because then I'm going to slam the door.
Well, there you go.
Let's be honest. We can tell by my accent. It ain't gonna go well.
Oh no.
But no. See, I think my biggest thing there's one simple thing that can stop the problem is you just be like, hey, you see that episode? Like, are you all caught up on Game of Thrones, Walking Dead? I don't watch enough TV to know any other shows that are on TV.
I don't watch a lot, but I also don't deal with spoilers. I'm on Facebook all the time. I don't see spoilers. I don't know where the people are seeing them. I don't see them. I'm on Facebook. I watch a lot of shows. I never see people doing spoilers. I never seen it. I never see no one for all the talk. I saw more talk about people complaining about spoilers of Avengers than actual spoilers. I didn't see any spoilers, and I heard people don't do it. Did it? I saw all kinds of people complaining about it, but I never saw it. I saw more people complaining about spoilers than actual spoilers.
See, I made sure because we saw it like what 2 days after it came out,
something like that. I saw it on a Friday. Like
it was a day after it came
day
out.
Day after Thursday, I saw it on Friday.
Yeah, and like that, I avoided it for like the 24 hours just because. I mean, that was one of those things, and that was why the biggest thing was spoilers. Because I mean, you're talking what 22
movies over 11 years. Yeah.
That. If you're that big of an a-hole, that you need to walk up to a friend and be like, oh, by the way, and I'm still not because I don't know.
Well, there was a guy.
I ain't having that one person that ain't seen it yet messaging me being like, you son of a bitch.
Would you hear about the guy that got beat up for it?
Good.
There was a guy in the line. He was spoiling it for other people. They literally pulled him out of the line and beat him up, which that's mob justice, and I'm not a fan. But you gotta know in that situation you're the asshole. Okay. The people assaulting you are not you're the asshole in this.
I was joking. Me and my buddy went and saw the first of the new series of Star Wars movies.
Okay.
Episode.
Oh geez, we're at 8 or 9. Oh no, 7.
So yeah,
Force Awakens was 7. Yeah.
But I joking. I was like, man, wouldn't it be some bullshit if just somebody yelled out, it was like, Han Solo dies, just being funny and stuff. And I was like, ha ha ha. And in the movie, I was like, oh shit,
he actually died.
Yeah, I was like, ooh, I need to keep my mouth shut before movies. Like I thought I changed the outcome. Because I made that comment.
They heard you say
it. Oh shit.
They heard you say it, and they're like, all right, put that cut in. Put that cut in. Now Jake said something, put it in.
Like, I should not have that much power. I mean, just in normal life, I should not have power.
No, not that much
power.
No,
I mean, let's be honest. I am literally the poster child for if you give me power, I will become a villain.
Yeah, that's not good.
This is why I've never ran for political office.
Oh, that would get scary very quickly.
Right.
Yeah.
I'd become kingpin way too quickly. All right. We are on to question 2 of episode 2 of season 2.
Oh, there's a lot of 2s in that.
Right? 2. Sorry. I got a little weird there for a minute. All right. The question is, and I'm glad that somebody sent this in. It is people who question your parenting style.
Oh, God.
I fucking hate people that, like, I have a 2-year-old. I'm going through the terrible 2s.
Right.
And I get one of 2 people, both of which can fuck off. And it's the person that's like, you shouldn't allow him to do this, this, and this. Like, shut the fuck up. then my favorite people. Okay, I'm a single dad. I don't know how many listeners realize this or know this, but I am a single dad. And I have people all the time that will come up to me and be like, they say the terrible 2s are the worst, but let me tell you, 3 and 4 ain't much better. Fuck off! I hate when people, especially like that. I had a woman one time, she started talking to my son like a parent. And it was just like,
right.
What the fuck are you doing, lady?
We ain't outsourcing parenting. You're not rich enough to get a nanny to do that. You got to do it yourself.
Then I had a woman, my child is great in like the supermarket. He is fantastic. He will just sit there and look around at people like, y'all are weird. I'm pretty sure he's just convincing himself that he can take over the world.
Of course.
He's going to be the villain because he doesn't have my looks, but he has my personality. Like, he's good looking and has a great personality.
No, that's dangerous.
Right.
With
my drive to...
You end up a supervillain or on, like, one of the Bachelors. That's how it works.
Either or.
Maybe a little bit of both. I don't know.
But this woman, knowing nothing about my life or him, goes, "Oh, you're just fantastic. You're a great kid. Your mom must be proud."
Oh, jeez.
And it's like, I had a moment. I was like, this can go two ways. I can be like, "No, bitch, Dad taught him how to be great." Like, or I was like, or be a real asshole and be like, "No, actually, Mom died during birth, and I've been raising them by myself the entire time," and just make her feel like shit.
In that scenario, there's really there's two options there, and they both are not that good. Because in the second one, you've just killed off a real person. And the first one it starts with the phrase "no, bitch." So I've never heard a scenario where the starting with the phrase "no, bitch" was not said by a pimp, someone who's trying to beat up a cop. I never heard that phrase. Like, that's not a phrase. Like, you'd never hear Neil deGrasse Tyson start a theory with "no, bitch." Like, that's the way it goes. Like, what do you think of physics? And he'd be like, "No, bitch." Like, that's not a good way to start anything.
I'm not gonna lie, I did not expect the words "no, bitch" to be the start of a conversation. Like, because my brain just instantly went to like, and walked away. And I walked away just thinking, what the hell was that? I did not honestly think that conversation was "no, bitch."
Yeah, when you start it like that, it's not, there's no real way to go from there. Because it starts with, once they hear "no, bitch," anything said after that, they're like, what, did he just say "no, bitch"? Is that how this started? Is he a 1970s pimp? Is he gonna backhand me? What's going? "No, bitch." That's how it sounds. Like an afro and a cane, like stuff was going down.
"No, bitch, the earth is round," and they're like, "Nope, it's flat now."
You're like,
dumbass.
You're like, well, you're factually right, but you started the sentence with "no, bitch," so that's not.
That ain't right.
It's like certain phrases. If you ever start a sentence with "hey, watch this," whatever's about to happen ain't gonna be smart. No one ever says "hey, watch this" and then like solves like a science problem. It's always something stupid after that. So there's certain phrases when you first hear them, you're like, "nah, bitch." You're like, "oh boy." Whatever said is after that, you're like, "this ain't gonna be good. This is not gonna be good."
That's like people that start the comment with, "I don't mean to be offensive, but like, no, you're gonna."
Yeah, I don't mean to, but I'm gonna. Yeah, that's what that sounds like. When you,
I'm not trying to be racist.
Not to be racist.
To be racist, but insert some.
And then what do you say immediately after?
You're gonna make me have to have.
Yeah. Then what?
I suddenly become an asshole just because you decided to
not to be racist. And then the following phrase is like, "yeah, you accomplished it. You may not try, but you're natural because you did it. Yeah. You managed."
So far. This episode, we talked about spoilers, why they're assholes.
Damn right.
People that talk to you about your parenting style, well, they're assholes.
Yeah, assholes.
This one's going to be a controversial one.
Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah. It's been big in the news in the last few months. But someone wanted to know our thoughts on the abortion argument. Yes. Which way are we going to piss people off? Are we going to piss off half the country? Are we going to piss off women? Because apparently there's a whole lot of them that are really angry. But I'm going to pretty much just say I ain't fucking answering that. Because, no. I only have one house and I'm pretty much Dan knows exactly what would happen if I stated my opinion. They would, quote unquote, burn it to the ground. I don't know which side either, so. Yeah. But, my whole thing is, we got weird with it over the last few months, too. Because we had, New York came out with, you can abort it before it's out. To the point, during birth, just be like, "I'm done!" Which, let me put this straight. That is not a good time to let a woman make a decision.
Now we're dealing with the other stuff, is the mad dash. They are having a crazy off. It seems like all these states are finding ways, hey, I can out crazy you. Ohio comes in. It's like when you're playing Street Fighter 2 and they're fighting. Let me explain. You're playing Street Fighter.
Sorry, we just had abortion.
No.
Abortion compared to Street Fighter 2.
It's like when you're playing Street Fighter 2, right? And then someone pushes start, and it says a new challenger is entered. That's what happens. Ohio does this thing, and they're like, then as they're going like, oh, okay, that's pretty. And as you're dealing with the concept of what the law is, frickin' Iowa comes along and goes, I got an idea. And their idea's worse. And then Alabama comes in. And then there's just these new challengers.
What was Iowa's?
I don't know. I'm just saying, like, another state comes in.
I was like, what the hell did you do, Iowa?
Another state comes in with the dumbass brigade. And they go, I'll do you one better. At this point, we're this close from having one where the minute a woman climaxes, they're going to make sure you can't. Like, literally, it's impossible. You're like, isn't
that called morning after pill?
Well, no, that's what they're saying. They're trying to create these laws like, okay, but they're getting dumb. Like, they're like, well, but they're not using science. Like, they're literally talking about stuff like, well, this, that, and the other. Well, they're trying to determine that you cannot have an abortion before most women find out they're pregnant. You can't have an abortion if you don't know you're freaking pregnant. They're like, no. Like I said, the minute you have sex, you cannot say, well, you can't abort. They don't know they're pregnant. You don't know you're pregnant for a few weeks, you idiots. You can't declare something like, you're like, well, you can't murder someone. Well, yeah, you can't murder someone. You sure can't murder someone until they're a person. Like, they're trying to create a thing, like, and I'm not talking about abortion there. I'm saying they're trying to convict you of murdering your imaginary friend. Someone who's not there. Because they're trying to create a law that's impossible. You can't say, oh, well, you can't abort something. You don't know you're pregnant in 6 weeks or 3 weeks. It's impossible. So that's the thing. It's like they have this, it's again, you push start and there's this new challenger and the new challenger has something even dumber.
Now, what's funny is like, I thought when New York's came out, I was like, winner. It was just like,
well,
they were like, literally, they're like, during job, you can just be like, I'm like, you shouldn't let a woman make decisions.
Well, but that's the extent.
No.
Well, but that was the way they were looking at it, and that's the way they said they're like technically, and they were like, yeah, technically, but literally that doesn't happen unless it is literally life of the mother. This is an extreme. Yeah, right. These sons of bitches are going, yeah, maybe the time, right about the time they orgasm, it becomes the life. You're like, it's a shrimp scampi, okay? At that point, it is literally a shrimp scampi. Like, I've eaten things at Red Lobster bigger than that, okay?
The best part is, in all this, that this is the same city, state, whatever the hell is. They went, we'll let you abort up until the time, like, it's out and crying, but you're not allowed to have a big gulp after.
Right.
Like, it was like, what the hell, New York?
But
you can't have a big gulp.
But on the other end, and here's the other end. This is what I'm going to say, because this is part of my issue with Alabama. And I'm going to get back to picking fights with Alabama. I don't give a shit. Here's the problem I have with Alabama.
Round 2.
Alabama.
And 5.
For those who do not know, yeah, I'm the new challenger now, bitch. For those that don't know, Alabama is 50th in education. For those of you keeping track, that's 50 out of 50. There are 50 states in the United States. 50. Alabama is the worst in education. You know what they have? They also don't have a law that say you have to do sex education in school. And the ones that do voluntarily do sex education, they have to teach abstinence only. So they're dumb, purposely so. They don't learn about sex, and if they do, they learn wrong about sex, and we're going to make it impossible to get an abortion. That's what Alabama's doing. That's what pisses me off. Like, you're making them dumb, and then going, they don't have all the facts, and then you go, yeah, here's a new rule. It's one thing if they're smart. It's one thing if they actually knew about this stuff. But you can't say, we're not going to teach you about sex, but we're also going to make sure that you don't have a choice in the result of sex. You can't do both.
As I said, I was like, I've done the bit on stage, and Dan's heard me talk about this in our long car rides and stuff. I went to Catholic school where I got if you don't use it before marriage, it falls off.
Right. Right.
I know exactly what he's talking about.
That's what I mean. They do that. I'm not saying, but you can't do that completely. That's like saying, okay, we're going to make a law. Let's take abortion out of the equation. Let's say it's nothing to do with that. Let's make a law. And the law says you're not allowed to count to 100, right? You're not allowed. For some dumb reason, some dipshit in Iowa decided, I'm going to pick Iowa, but some dipshit in Iowa decides he don't like 100 because 3 numbers angers God. So, and he says you can't count to 100, but you also live in a state where they're going to say, hey, we don't teach math. Why not? I don't know, because Jesus. Point is, they don't teach math.
Jesus never took
math. You can't count to 100, and if they do teach math, they're not allowed to teach you anything above double digits. They're not allowed. And you're like, well, hold on. I'm not allowed to count to 100, which is stupid. I don't know math in the first place. And if I do happen to learn math, I'm taught wrong. How is that right? I don't care what your opinion is. I'm thinking, how is that right? That's all I'm saying. So Alabama can bite me right now. That's my opinion.
I gotta mention, though, in a state like that, everything's gotta be cheap. If they can only count to 99.
You'd think.
You're buying cars, you're like...
Everything's $99.99.
Yeah, a Rolls Royce. $99. Like,
yeah, just 4 easy payments of...
We're turning into an infomercial.
That's right. 4 easy payments of $99.99. Why? Because we can't count any higher.
For 99 payments of $99.
Yes, we can't count any higher, but we're breaking it down for you. Call it. Phone numbers would be short, wouldn't they? Call 27, and that's it. Just 27.
They're bringing back. Alabama's bringing back party lines. Yeah.
Yeah.
For our older listeners, I appreciate you having your grandkids put us on while you're sleeping. But
party
lines. But
for those people who don't know what the internet is, call up and talk to other sad people around the country.
Yes, on the same line.
Yeah.
Your whole neighborhood. If you thought that your noisy bitch neighbor found out way too much about you, imagine if all she had to do was pick up something in her house and find out that your sister was pregnant that quickly. She didn't have to dial, but she just went, oh, and everyone knew. That was back when, like, literally the entire neighborhood knew everyone's business.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually why every single man, you see, like, in the old, like, TV shows that every man mowed at the exact same time. It was because every single one of them picked up the phone, heard, mow the damn yard! And every single one of them went out at the exact same time to mow the yard because they thought it had been their wife yelling.
Truly.
That's the only thing I could come up with.
That's what it is.
But, well, that ends the wonderful 222
Woo!
episode of Hillbilly Therapy. I've said it before, I'll say it again, and I hope to God I say it many times, but you gotta go home. Just gotta get the hell out of here. I'll have a good night.